post inside of the group. Just say Funnel Hack Boot Camp for free. Get on tonight, that kind of stuff. Let's let everybody know that we're live and we're ready to rock and roll. I see lots of people saying you are posting in the group. So post in the group, go to my Facebook page, make those posts. We want everybody to get on and get this for free because it will absolutely be for sale first thing in the morning. All right, so let's address really fast. First of all, if you are new, I want to welcome you to the Success Connection. Thank you for being here. I'm probably a little down tonight. I'm normally jumping and hollering, and I don't have glasses on and those kinds of things. But the Success Connection is a training that that we put together here for all of our students. It doesn't matter what course that you purchase. Heather says, I am new. Welcome, Heather. It's good to see you and good to have you. You know, the Success Connection and what we're doing tonight has nothing to do with any specific course that I have. So it doesn't matter what course you've purchased or what training or software or anything like that that you have. This training is not anything specific, right, to any of those things. So this is not going to help you with auto engage, and this is not going to help you with email domination or anything like that. Or if you're an ambassador, this is not ambassador training. This is a kind of standalone training that I do for my students every single week. So we're glad to have you if you're new, and of course if you've been with me for now going on a little over 3 years now, I'm so happy to have you here. So let's address a couple of quick questions, okay? So a lot of you are asking me about my face and if my face is okay. The answer to that is I finished all of my antibiotics and I had to go get more. So you can probably still see a little bit right there on my face, and there's some down in here. It's not near as bad as it was. It was like my whole face, but you can still see a little mark there. It looks worse up close, but I'm going to spare you up close, okay? So definitely still dealing with that. And then for tonight, let me just pull this up real quick. For tonight, here is our agenda, okay? So our agenda for tonight is going to be to review basically the why for a funnel. I want to kind of show you guys some of just something very quick, very basic exercise that I go through when I'm creating a funnel, and then I'm going to give you my funnel hacks bootcamp free. All right, you will get this completely free. All right, completely free. Will cost you nothing. It will be for sale tomorrow morning. All right, so you're literally getting a course that we're going to be selling tomorrow morning. If you happen to be one of our ambassadors in our ambassador club, this funnel will be something that you can promote and profit from starting Monday of next week. So really, really rocking it out and trying to provide you guys with a ton of value. And so hopefully you see that. Now, I know a lot of you are asking me why I'm wearing my glasses, and you're saying, wait a minute, Anthony, there are a couple of other things we were going to do tonight. Why aren't they done? Unfortunately, a lot of you know that we've been dealing with my dad's health issues for the last 6 weeks. He's been perfectly fine. He's been at home, not able to walk, but certainly able to live. And on Monday, he kind of became a little unconscious. By Tuesday, he was a little worse, and yesterday we called the ambulance. We have him in the hospital, so I just left the hospital, which is why I look like this, to come home and do this webinar. He is still not very conscious, and just kind of a wait and see type thing. So that's where we're at. So it's probably why I'm a little slower tonight, and certainly why I have glasses. A lot of you know I wear contacts, but unfortunately, when you wear contacts, they dry out, cry, all these things. It ruins them, and so then you can't see. So I figured glasses are probably a smarter bet. So, so that's that. I know a lot of you are asking me about my dad, and it's just a struggle, and it's part of life, right? The one thing that I would say to all of you, and that I truly believe, is that you know, if you've struggled with something like this with a family member or a friend, and you know the roller coaster ride that it can be, when it's 1 minute everything is okay and you feel like life is okay, and then it crashes and all of a sudden you feel like life is over, and all of these things. I think it's important, and it really has been for me, to find an outlet in your life that that you're passionate about, something that you love, something that makes you happy, something that that takes up that time, that free time. Oftentimes when we go through rough things, whether it's in our business or in our personal life, our biggest enemy is our mind. It's allowing our mind to think the thoughts, right? And that's always our biggest problem. For me, work, creating this course, and which I had to do this week while all of this was going on, it's an outlet. It allows me to get busy and consume doing something I enjoy, and then it's something that kind of passes time and allows you some normalcy. So if you're going through anything rough in your life, or maybe you're going through stuff, you know, rough times financially or emotionally, or, you know, with your relationship, or with, like I said, with family and things, the only advice I can give you, I'm not the personal development guru. I'm learning myself, right? I'm young enough to have not gone through too many terrible times in my life. So just young enough to not be experienced enough to be teaching about it. But I can say what I'm learning right now, and that is that having an outlet and something that you really love to do, and really diving into it, it helps you clear your head. You know, that's why I'm still here. I told you guys every week on the Success Connection, I'm here, and you know, this is a really, really bad week for our family, but I'm still here, and it's because I enjoy it. It's an outlet. It's that one little moment of normalcy for me, and so I need it as much as probably you guys do. So with that said, what we'll do is we'll get started. I won't spend a ton of time tonight. What I'll do is I'll actually give you guys the course. I'm going to open it up, and I'm going to let you guys get access to it completely free, and then I'm going to close it down. And tomorrow it will be for sale. So for people that don't get on this, don't get on the webinar tonight, it will not be given away for free at all again, period. It will be for sale moving forward, right? Now, why did I create this course, right? So why did I create this funnel? We call it, you know, Funnel Hacks Bootcamp. All right, here's why. Because there are, well, I'm forgetting the L. There are two types of people that are on the Success Connection right now, okay? So there's two types, right? There's people that are pretty much in two different places. Either A, you have no clue what a funnel even is, right? You have no clue what it is. Or B, you have a funnel, right? We'll just call that a plus sign. So you have a funnel. So there's two types of people. We either have a funnel and we know what funnels are. We know what a sales funnel is. We know what an opt-in funnel is. We have that. Or we're in this bucket where we don't have one. If you fit into this bucket right here, you don't know what a funnel is. You're brand new. You don't have any opt-in funnels, lead generation funnels, nothing. Type number one. Okay. So I see Steve, Richard, Rhonda, I see some new people. And everybody at the Success Connection has to remember that there are new people that jump on the Success Connection each and every week. We have 1,000 people on, but it's 1,000 people, and maybe only 800 of them were on last week. And we got 200 new people this week. So there are some people, but not a ton of you, only a few. Now, if you are in this bucket over here, meaning you have a funnel, type number two in. You have a funnel, you know what the funnel is, I've given you funnels, right? A lot of you say, I've got your funnels. Exactly, you've got all the funnels I've given you. All right, so two different types of people exist, right, on this webinar. There might be other types of people in the world, but on this webinar, for this purpose, This is what we'll call it, okay? So 2 types of people, funnel or no funnel. Okay, well, I created what we call a 6-step blueprint to creating your funnel, okay? What I did was I went through and I took the checklist that I use when I go to create a funnel, because, you know, a lot of times I give you guys funnels. I just say, here, have the funnels, you know? But it's also good to understand what the funnels are and how to conceptually come up with them, right? Meaning, what is my goal? And you kind of work backwards. With the 6-step blueprint, you'll find that what I talk about is, what is my goal? Okay, so what is our goal? And then once I know what that goal is, and that's step 1, guess what I do? I work backwards to create the funnel. So then I create the funnel, okay? So it all starts with knowing what is my end goal, right? That's a pretty simple thing to understand when obviously, let's just do it like that. I'm gonna make it look really good. That's a pretty simple thing to understand when obviously in order to create those funnels, we have what we call funnel steps, and we have all these elements and all those things. So it's important, sorry about that. It is important for you to know what your goal is, okay? For people that have a funnel, okay? You already have a funnel, okay? You all automatically have to worry about conversions, because if you already have a funnel, that means you know what your goal is, you know what you want to accomplish, you know what you're trying to accomplish, but you need to be able to do it at a higher level. You need to be able to maximize your sales. You need to be able to maximize your conversions. And so what I looked at it was, I said, okay, there are hacks that we can do for creating a funnel, okay? So we can have some kind of, in here, we can have some hacks, right? In other words, what are some, and when we say hacks, obviously, what we mean is, hey, there's got to be some cool little way to make building a sales funnel easier, building our opt-in funnel easier, creating all of that opt-in and lead generation and email lists and all that simpler, right? There's got to be a way to hack the process. We did it with what I think is a 6-step blueprint, right? Then for conversions, there's also got to be some hacks. There's got to be some things that we can do to what we kind of call hack the system, right? Make the conversions higher. And what I want you guys to realize is it's important for you to know where you lie, okay? It's important for you to know which one of these areas you are in. And let me tell you why. Because no matter what, once we create the funnel, guess what? We're still going to go up here and go this way and learn conversion hacks. Does that make sense to everybody? Is that, look, you can start down this path right here. You're going to go here. You're going to go here. And then you're still going to go to conversions. But if you've already got that one piece done, then we want to focus on conversion hacks. Well, that's what we did. Okay, so what we did was I created this Funnel Hacks Blueprint course, or Funnel Hacks Bootcamp course. Let me see if I can make this a little bigger. Let's see. All right. And this is what it looks like. All right. And you guys can see it's a full course. All right. It's brand new. None of you have access to it. None of you will get access to it until I open it up tonight. And so it's completely free. Now, I want to be very clear with you. Some of you may not even have a sales funnel. Some of you may have some of our other courses, you may know what a sales funnel is. That's okay. The reason that I always put the first module of our courses as very basic is because I know that we have people at different levels joining. So look, we have module 1. What is a funnel? So what we do is we talk about what is a funnel. We talk about what do we need a funnel for? What are we trying to create when we create a funnel? What are we trying to obtain? Are we trying to build our email list, make a sale, sell a product, all of those types of things, okay? So we talk about that. Then we go through our 6-step funnel building formula. This is great for those of you that don't have a funnel. Let's say you've got our auto-engage software, or let's say that you've got our mobile opt-in software, or let's say you don't have any of our software, but you've got one of our entry-level courses. If you're looking to build a sales funnel, this 6-step process is something that I highly suggest that you use, okay? Because it's going to allow you to hone in on what's important and eliminate the things that are not important. And that is really, really, really hard for a lot of people. How many of you feel like you kind of get lost sometimes? You start with a plan, but then you just kind of start floating off into la la land because you get so interested in all these other things, right? That's what happens. And that's the reason why I kind of made a basics part for those of you that have that happen to you. You want to create your own funnel, follow this 6-step formula. Don't worry about the other stuff. Don't worry about the stuff you've read over here or the stuff you see over there. Don't worry about the stuff you see in these other groups. Just follow the 6-step formula. I can promise you, okay, that it works for me, and it has worked for me to the tune of many, 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 many funnels that have done multiple millions of dollars, right? So it may not be the best. Let me be very clear. I may not be the best at a sales funnel. I may not be the best at an opt-in funnel. I may not be the best at any of this. But even if I'm not the best, what I'm doing is working. And so what I'm doing is working. It would make total sense for you to follow what I'm doing, unless you're doing it at a higher level than me, right? Then what I do is I go through a live case study. Why do I do this? Because I want you to see the implementation of what I just taught. I don't want you to just hear theory. I want you to see it. So what I did was I go through a live funnel case study. I want you to all watch this funnel case study because it is about a funnel that I built and have run a ton of traffic to, generate a lot of conversions with, and I show you why we do things the way we do them, why we structure something the way we structure it, why we create what we create, and how we do it, okay? This is very important because, look, you need to know what you're doing, you need to know why you're doing it, and then you need to see it done, because when you see it done, it brings all of it together, and it, of course, makes it easier for you to conceptually understand how you might do it. Now, once you've got a funnel, like I told you, you need to focus on conversions. I taught this traffic source optimization at some point on the Success Connection, but I went deeper into it on this. This is like deep stuff that I do, showing you how to optimize each of your funnels for the traffic source that is coming, that you're getting traffic from. And then module 5 is called Conversion Hacks. This is some of the stuff that we do on every single one of our funnels that hack the conversions and increase the conversions. And all of these, by the way, come with, depending on, the module, you'll see that they come with this PDF, right? So there's a PDF file that you can download. Now, some of you might also be looking at this saying, Anthony, what is that notes thing? Well, if you're new to Morrison Education and you haven't been here, you probably won't notice a big change, but if you have been here for a while, you'll notice that your Morrison Education Center has changed. How many of you have looked at this and seen that it changed? Yes? All right. We're doing some upgrades. We're kind of building in some nicer stuff. Of course, if you have any of our courses, it shows them right through here, so you can kind of look through all of the different courses. Tonight, when you get Funnel Hacks Bootcamp, it'll show up right here for you, which will allow you to access it. And so you can see our software, obviously how to connect with us on Facebook, and then all of this. You'll also notice this to-do list over here. How many of you saw the to-do list? All right. Yep. So the to-do list is pretty cool. You can go in here and say, like, need to complete Funnel Hack Bootcamp, need to create my first funnel, whatever the case may be. You can make these notes. These notes will stay here for you, okay? So every time you log in, you'll be able to see your notes. You can also click this little button over here, and you can email your notes to yourself. So let's say you want to take your notes, and you want to study them on the airplane, or you want to study them while you're, maybe at work or something. That's cool. You can email the to-do list to yourself so you always have it. Well, each one of our courses now also has a notes button. So what that lets you do is it lets you go in and take notes on each course. So no matter what course you have, guys, if you have email domination, the Ambassador Club, all of our courses, I mean, look, every single course at this point has this. So I know a ton of you have email domination. So when you go into email domination, there's a notes button right here, okay, that you can use to take notes. So you'll have specific notes for Funnel Hacks Bootcamp, specific notes for email domination, specific to-do list over here for your members area, right? So all kinds of opportunity for you to take notes and create that synergy that you need to implement what we're teaching. We also have a news feed that's coming soon. I know a lot of you see that, so we'll be posting news there that I believe anyway is very valuable. When we release a new course, when we offer a new funnel for free, all kinds of stuff, it'll show up right here in your news feed. Okay. So I think that's going to be a really, really cool thing. Of course, for those of you that are new, any of these courses that don't show up as quote unquote your courses, you know, like our ambassador program, if you click it, you can always scroll down here and watch the enrollment presentation, right? So we show, obviously there's an enroll now, and then if you are a student, it'll have the access button here for you. So this is where you would access any of your courses that you happen to have from Morrison Education. You can always get back to the Success Connection right here by logging in and clicking up here. So we've been working on this in an effort to help. Some people say, well, Anna says, I feel so stupid in this training webinar. I have no clue why you would feel stupid. Does anybody else feel stupid in this training webinar? I hope not. It's terrible to feel stupid in the training webinar. I surely hope that you don't feel stupid. So let's talk about what we're going to do with this Funnel Hacks Bootcamp. Okay. My goal is to teach you how to create funnels, right? It's to teach you how to create sales funnels, how to create and monetize and then optimize those funnels, all right? Well, here's the plan that I have put in place, okay? Basically, what we're going to do is next week, okay? So next week, when we hop on here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you basically my Funnel Hacks Blueprint. Well, we'll call it my Funnel Hacks Blueprint book. It's basically going to be an ebook that I write, okay? And it's completely free. This could potentially close down the webinar, so everybody just hold tight. It's this thing down here is beeping, which, yes, I know, it means my battery on this is out. So hold tight, don't go anywhere, because I know you obviously want this course, but I'm afraid if I hit that button, it's going to cut this off, which can be very, very bad. So,
Anthony, I'm on the webinar, so if for whatever reason you get logged off, I'll still be here. Okay,
likely I'll be on this one because this is my laptop, but the desktop computer I'm probably going to lose, Nick.
Okay.
So if you just give me a second, I'll do it. I have no clue why this is doing this. It did it the other day. So everybody say a quick prayer because my day has already been terrible. So let's just see how terribly bad this is about to be. All right. I have a bad feeling about it, though, to be honest with you. All right. It says replace battery. There's almost no prayer of it not making that noise. Yeah. All right, hold on 1 second.
Hey, Anthony, we lost you on audio.
All right, what about now? Okay, 1 second. I have to actually turn my computer back on. So these are the things that happen when you're having a bad day. Okay, so 1 second. I promise you'll still get my free course. Luckily, Nick is on. Nick, I'm pretty excited that you happen to have stayed on the webinar.
I'm always on the webinar, my man.
Everybody, I want you guys to tell Nick how much you want the Success Connection replays from 2016 and 17 put into the members area. Just go on and say it because you keep emailing and posting about it. And Nick is the one responsible for getting that done. And I'm just trying to figure out why it's taken so long, Nick. Like, what's the deal?
I'm going to have to plead the fifth on this one. But they are coming very, very soon, so just hold tight. We're probably going to get a lot in tomorrow night. Or by tomorrow night.
So you're not telling them that you're going to get it all done and then you're not going to get it done, right?
I'm not saying I'm going to get it all done. I'm going to get a lot done, though. We should have as many as possible. Hopefully all of 2017 tomorrow.
I'll take it. I'm pretty sure everybody will take that. All right, we're almost back up here, guys. It just takes, you know, when you shut down your whole computer. Apparently, Nick, the surge protector is not protecting that much. What's the point, I wonder, in having one if it doesn't protect anything? This is the second time it's gone off on me like that and then just like shut down. So not really sure what to think about that, but we will. But we're almost back up and running here. Let's see. And you guys will be able to see everything on the screen and all that good stuff. So at least we've lost nobody. Look at that, Nick. That's called dedication.
Absolutely.
No one has left, which actually kind of somewhat shocks me, but most of the time people get annoyed anytime there's like a problem, and then they just leave. Let's see. But luckily, it only took me a second to get this thing back on, so we'll be back up here in like 3 seconds. I am logging in now. Hey, how did it keep my screen there, Nick? Do you still see my screen? Does everybody still see my screen?
Yeah, I've seen it the whole time.
I wonder if it's even going to let me take the screen now, because you're saying that you still see it, but I'm not on there, so it's not there, you know? So we'll just see. We will see. All right, let me get into this webinar here. Hold tight.
Okay, now we've launched the screen, but I still see your webcam.
It's coming back.
Boom.
How's that?
Good. I might want to throw your slide on. There you go.
There we go. So everybody can see me now, or see the screen now. All right, let's get back to business. Now that I've had a nice little jolt of fun, hopefully my computer stays on. Okay. All right. Is everybody good now? Okay. All right. Well, you know, things happen. Probably a month or so ago, I would have freaked out about that, but now, you know, we're here. Okay. So everybody can hear me good. All the audio is good. We're back in business. All right. So next week, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys this book. okay? I'm going to write the book. I'm going to give you the book for free, all right? I was trying to write it before tonight, but there was just no possible way that I was getting that written, given the circumstances this week, okay? So I'm writing this book. You're going to get it completely free. Now, if you take this week to learn how to build the sales funnels, how to build funnels, and even those of you that have my free funnels, right, all of my free opt-in funnels, I highly advise you watch and you go through the funnel building part, because you could actually build a funnel that sells something. Instead of building a funnel that just gets subscribers and opt-ins, what if you could build a funnel that actually makes sales? Does that make sense to everybody? Yes? Okay. I want to make sure everybody can hear me good. All right, perfect. So you can actually make some sales with the funnel, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the rights to sell the book. I'm going to give you the rights to sell this book, okay? Then we're going to review building a real sales page. Because now what you'll be able to do is you'll be able to actually sell this book, right? Now, are you going to sell this book for $500? No. Would you probably sell this book for more like $7? Yes, right? It's an ebook. But $7 can add up really, really fast. I have friends that make thousands and thousands and like $30,000 a month selling $7 ebooks, right? So what I'm going to do is give you the ebook and walk you through building the page to sell it so that you can actually sell this. If you are an ambassador, okay, if you're an ambassador, what we're going to do is we're going to be giving you, okay, we're going to be giving you what I think anyway is going to be really dope. We're going to give you a couple of funnels that'll be released next week. One will be to give this book away for free, and then to sell the Funnel Hacks Bootcamp course, right? So you'll be able to actually buy the funnel. We'll be able to sell the Funnel Hacks Bootcamp course and make money from it. And then the other will be to be able to sell the book, put people into our funnel, and then of course we will kind of do the rest. Nick, I know you said that Facebook Live is messed up. Maybe you can text Chris Cook, and I don't know if there's anything he can do. It probably is just a result of, well, the fact that I lost power. So I don't know if there's much we can do about it. But next week is going to be pretty exciting, because I'm going to show you how to now go from just trying to build your email list to truly building a business. But if you're an ambassador, I'm going to let you tap right into and even sell our Funnel Hacks Bootcamp course, which is the course y'all are about to get for free. So what we're doing is we're really just kind of working towards this common goal of, listen, if you want to be a part of our team and promote our products and let me kind of do all the work for you, that's great. We're still going to continue to build out funnels for that. But let's say you're not an ambassador and you don't want to market all of my products, and you don't want me to sell all my products for you and stuff. You want to do it yourself. That's okay too. And we want to teach you how to build that out and still give you the resources and the things that you need in order to make that happen. Some of you said how to become an ambassador. I mean, we send emails about it all the time, but there's links. If you just go into your, let's see, well, if you just go into your Morrison education account and you click on somewhere here, this ambassador program thing here, you can click on this, go down here, click on this presentation, watch the webinar on it, and then if you want to join, you can. So that's where you would find that. So what I want you to do is I want you to make sure you go through this course before next week, because going through this course will set you up to need and to be able to use this free ebook that we're giving you, and it's going to be really nice too. Like, I'm writing this 100%. As far as somebody said, what is going to be the sell price for Funnel Hacks Bootcamp? I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to release it in the morning, and I haven't decided what the cost will be. It's not a $500 course. It's 5 modules, right? It's very concise. It's very to the point. It's very, here's what you need to do. Don't worry about a bunch of other stuff. So I'm thinking probably 97 bucks. I see a lot of people saying $97. So I'm thinking $97 is probably a fair price for it. And so if you think about it, guys, I'm teaching you how to build a funnel. Watch. Let me just show you real fast, and then we're going to give this away. Watch. If there's options here, right? I can take and go like this free book. Okay, so free book, and it's a funnel book. Okay, so it's a funnel book. Somebody opts in. Okay, then I'm going to send them over here to a sales page. Okay, for funnel hacks bootcamp. All right, and this is probably going to be a $97 course. Okay, and then I told you guys that we are going to do this Mastery Funnel Club. And so this might be a Mastery Funnel Club membership. And then this will be more money. And so look at the funnel, right? How many of you remember the Mastery Funnel Club that I talked about? We gave you 10 of those funnels, I think 2 weeks ago or last week or something, for free. Right. We're going to release that, I'm thinking, in the next week or two. And that's a membership with, I mean, we've been balling out trying to, I mean, we got like monthly training with our guys that build these funnels that will be happening. It's not going to be expensive. It's not going to be ridiculous or anything like that. It's all kinds of new funnels. You can even request your own funnel. So let's say you've got a specific type of funnel for a specific business. You can request that funnel, and our guys and our team will actually go build it for you, just like they build my funnels for me. So this is my team that probably costs me somewhere in the neighborhood of $9,000 to $11,000 a month, and they literally are just kind of like working for all of our Mastery Funnel Club students. So that's what we're building out. That's something that's coming soon. But the point is how you build a funnel. See, I can generate my email subscribers here, right? So this puts people on my list, all right? And then if those people don't buy these other two products, I can still send emails to both of those. Does everybody see that? Okay, so this is the new funnel that will be released for the Ambassador Club. The Ambassador Club members will be able to promote this entire funnel right here, get paid, of course, and of course make all the commissions on the back end as well. But what I want to do is teach you how to, at the very least, do your own funnel, where literally you're just bringing people in, and what you do is you sell the book. Okay, you sell the book, and you sell it for, like, say $7, right? And then from there, okay, what happens is people end up on your list, so you can send emails, and then you have basically what we call an OTO, which is you have some other kind of offer that you can sell. Okay, so you'll have some type of offer that you can sell. So what I'm going to do is start to teach you how to build the same dang funnels that I build, right? And then we'll try to work together to build the course, okay, and the products and things that you can all sell. And they're yours, they're not mine, right? The idea is to create a duplication. It's to be able to take you and let you actually do what I'm doing. An OTO would be just basically, it's called one-time offer. So it's something that's offered to people right after they buy something. And these things right here, most all of you hate them. How many of you have bought one of my courses, and after you buy right here, okay, we show you something else that you can buy, and you just want to bite nails? Just say yes. If you're just so pissed, why didn't you tell me everything up front? Why didn't you tell me every single thing in the whole planet? Well, because if I did that, I would have to say, hey, I'm so happy that you joined and you wanted to buy my Funnel Bootcamp book for $7. By the way, I'm going to need you to go on and purchase all of these other courses that I have here, and that'll be $40,000. What the heck? Nobody does that, right? That's crazy. So there's no reason to do that. When you are in marketing, these upsell offers, okay, as long as they are positioned properly, as long as they're legitimate, as long as they're real, as long as you can still use this, if you can still use this without this upsell, then there's absolutely nothing wrong with having upsells. Because if the standalone product will work as it will work, but this just makes it better, if this just makes it better, then there's absolutely nothing wrong with it, right? Now, if you can't use the original product you bought for $7 without turning around and buying the upsell, well, then there's probably something a little unethical about that, because you made somebody sell something for $7 or buy something that they couldn't use. So having an upsell, there's no problem with this at all. One of the ways that I'm going to teach you to do this, okay, so what's going to be your funnel, okay, is going to be like this. What we're going to do is bring traffic in, okay, so we're going to bring in traffic. All right, we're going to build this page. It's going to be a sales page, okay, for what we call the book, okay. We're going to sell the book, and we're going to sell this book for $7. I'm going to show you how you can take payments, how you can get paid, all that stuff, okay. This is a whole different ball game that we're teaching now. This is something we've never ever taught this kind of stuff before, right? It's crazy. I'm even going to teach this, but I am, because this is where big money's at. Okay, so I'm going to teach you how to sell the book. Now, would you all agree that this book that I'm writing, it's going to be on sales funnels, correct? Would you all agree that it's going to be on sales funnels? I mean, I told you it's called Funnel Hacking Book. Okay, so it's going to be on sales funnels. All right. Would you then agree that we could go right here and do a page just like this that says wait, right? Have a video, and then a button for ClickFunnels. Now, what this would mean is you could put your affiliate link right there, okay? Now here's what's happening. Somebody comes into your funnel. They spend $7. You get the whole $7, 100% your money, you keep it, okay? Then after they buy, we show them a video here that says, hey, now that you've bought our funnel hacking book, right? Okay, so now that you've bought this awesome book, well, you might want to know that in order to create a sales funnel, there's this awesome software and this company that we all use and our whole community uses. It's really awesome and it works really well, and you can build sales funnels really fast, and it's called ClickFunnels. And you can get this ClickFunnels software for $1, right? So you can get it for literally a $1 trial, okay? So it's going to cost you $1 single today to be able to get started and start building your sales funnels. Now, here's what's going to happen. Once we do this, and if somebody buys this, you get paid. Does anybody know how much you get paid on ClickFunnels when somebody signs up? I know a lot. I've taught a lot of you to promote it, so somebody's going to tell me in here. $38.50. So you get paid $38.50 per month for every single person that buys ClickFunnels, or $118. That's what somebody, $118.80. Okay, so one of those two. So you're going to start making recurring income, but you didn't have to build a whole nother product. Does everybody see how I use another person's product as my upsell? Does everybody see that? That's what we're going to start learning, is how you can build a ton of these. Think about how you could build a ton, just a ton of these pages right here. Think about how we could build a ton of things that we can sell for $7, right? For $7, $8, $19, whatever you want to call it. Okay, we can build a ton of those. And then all of those can funnel into quote unquote upsell, okay, that becomes $1, right? $1 trial that you don't even have to own, operate, or take care of, right? Now in the past, I taught you how to give something away for free book or something, and then send them into the ClickFunnels affiliate program. What's great is that when somebody buys something, this qualifies. This qualifies them, okay? So if they make a purchase for even say $7, okay, and then you turn around and you get them to buy ClickFunnels, do you think that they are more likely to continue to pay for ClickFunnels, yes or no? That's right. they're going to be more likely to continue to pay for ClickFunnels because now they've bought something. They can read through the something that's going to teach them, and then they can go apply what they're learning over here to the software platform that they now have. This is called teaching people to implement what we purchase. And when you implement what you purchase, you are going to make more money. Now, the question is, well, everybody says, won't we all have the same funnel? But you can create as many versions of this thing right here. You can create as many versions as you want. And you'll be surprised that even though the book is the same, it'll look completely different. Plus, if you want to, you can actually take the content of the book and you can rename it, right? You can name it whatever you want to name it and put a new logo on it, and it'll be literally your product, like completely different, right? Does that make sense, everybody? Right. So this is what we're going to go over, and here's why. There's big money in this because this is combining selling your own product with being an affiliate, right? And this is where you can, I mean, obviously, if you're an ambassador, you can do both. Clearly, as an ambassador, being able to go through and have essentially this entire funnel right here is massively profitable, right? Plus, then it's going to go all the way into my back end, right? My back end funnel, and there's way more money in that than making a single sale. But if you're not in the ambassador program, then this is a great opportunity for you to start learning how to start selling your own products and creating these upsells and building out these types of business. And you don't have to always know anything about what you're doing. That's the crazy thing, because you can get books like this from somebody like me that knows how to write them, knows how to teach them, and you just put it all together, right? So before I give you access to the free course tonight, okay, I need to make my notes here for next week, because this is what Nick will use this. So next week, okay, we will get the free, okay, funnel hacks bootcamp book, okay? We'll get the free funnel hacks bootcamp book. I'm going to show you how to sell it and keep 100% of the money, okay? We're going to release a free sales funnel to you. So you'll be able to start selling this completely free. You'll get the book and the funnel from me. So next week, you're going to start learning how to start selling your own stuff, which is going to be really, really cool. And we're going to give this to you completely free. So somebody asked me, Rosalind asked me, okay, do I have to be an ambassador to sell this book? No. This right here does not require you to do anything except show up. Show up next week, okay? After next week, this book, I will not give this book away for free anymore. The book will cost money, because guess what? All of you are going to be probably selling the book. Would you agree, yes or no? Okay. If you're selling the book, I can't very well be giving it away for free. That wouldn't work too well for you. So next week, you must be on live in order to get this book, okay? Book for free. And you have to be on live to get it. You're going to get the free book. I'm going to give you the sales funnel for this book, okay? So you'll get that completely free. And then I'm going to show you how to connect everything together so that you can start making money from this exact funnel. How many of you want to learn how to do that? Just say yes. Guys, this is the next evolution. This is the next step. This is the step towards building a business that you truly control 100%. You can build your email list. You can sell your own products. You make your own money. I mean, this is the stuff that's harder to teach, right? But it's the stuff that's way more profitable. Then there's only one thing that I can think of that's actually more profitable than you doing this, and that is obviously, this is just my opinion, our ambassador club, and I'm talking specifically to our ambassadors, because this is one sales funnel. I have like 18 of these, right? So in the ambassador program, you put somebody through this sales funnel, and then I go sell and do 18 other things. Clearly, massive amounts of money can be made there. And what's great about this for our ambassadors is this is a very low price product. What that means is we're going to get people to take micro actions, right? They're going to say yes to $7. Well, that qualifies them. It's going to make them a little more able and a little more willing to buy some of the other products that we actually have, right? So good opportunity for all of our ambassadors. And then obviously for those of you who want to create your very own, okay, and you want to be able to sell this yourself, we're going to be able to do that too. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to start that workshop and really start this boot camp of you creating your own digital sales funnel, okay? Next week on the Success Connection, you will get this book for free, just like you are getting this training for free, this boot camp training for free tonight. And this will not be available tomorrow for free. It just absolutely won't. So with that said, let me pull up the and show you kind of where you're going to get this. Okay, so first of all, does everybody have a Morrison Education account? Say yes if you do, no if you don't, okay? Pretty much everyone on this webinar should be saying yes, because it's really impossible to even be on here if you don't have one. So I see lots and lots of yeses. Sometimes there's a little no here and there, but for the most part, yeses. Okay, want to be very clear on something to you, all right? I am going to give you access to this page right here, okay? Now, this page right here will allow you to create the access you need for the Funnel Hacks Bootcamp. Here is something that's very important. Before I tell you how to get to this page, very important. I want you to hear me very clearly, okay? All this asks you for is your first name, your last name, your email address, and your cell phone number. This is so we can reset your password should you forget it. You need to use the email address that you're already using to log into Morrison Education. If you don't, it will not activate it inside of your account, and my staff will not be able to give it to you for free. Does that make sense to everybody? Okay? I want you to go slow. Because I'm so worried about it, I am not going to only give you 15 minutes to get this done. I'm going to give you a full hour, okay? When we wrap this webinar up, you'll have a full hour to do nothing but go to this page, put in your name, your email, and your phone number. Fill every single one of these boxes out or it will not work, okay? If you do not have a cell phone number where you live, like Douglas said, that's okay. You don't have to enter one if you don't if you don't have one. It'll know based on your country, okay? So, is everybody clear on what we have to do on this page? Just say yes, okay, or no. Remember, if you're unsure, when you put your email address into this box right here, okay, to get this free course, the best thing you can do, best thing you can do is go to Morrison Education, click on this, click on user profile. It will tell you what your email address is, right? So you just click this and it'll say right down here, like there's my email address for this, okay? Whatever you see right here is what you need to enter right here. When you do that, this course will automatically go from available courses, which is where it probably shows up for you now, and it'll show up right here inside of your courses. You can then click on this and go and access it. All right. So to be very clear, there's nobody that can help you do this again. Okay. All right. Very good. Now, if you don't already have a Morrison Education account, if you don't have one, when you fill this form out, it will create one for you. Okay. So it will create one for you. And of course, the only thing that you will have access to in the creation of this would obviously be the free Funnel Hacks Bootcamp course. Okay, everybody good with that? Just say yes. All right. So where will we get access to it? Well, the first thing that you're going to want to do, let me just pull it up here. All right. So the first thing you want to do is write this website address down here. And by the way, for those of you that have already gone to this page because you backdoored your access, remember, it isn't going to show up for you until I upload it. All right, does everybody see this website address? go.vsc.com/funnel. All right, I'm going to put it in the chat box. All right, go.vsc.com/funnel. I want you to just write it down, or you can open it up. It has a password. I have not given you the password yet, clearly. When you have written down this website address and or at least opened up the page that's asking for the password for it, just say yes in the comments box so we make sure that we've got that clear. Okay, so everybody's saying yes. That is phenomenal. This is awesome. I see tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of people saying yes. Great. Okay, so we've all got that under control. Now that we've done that, okay, let me show you what I've done on that page. So for those of you that have never seen this page before, this is kind of our student resources page. Every week when I do the Success Connection, I give away funnels and all kinds of cool stuff, and it all shows up here on this page. That's the link that I just gave you. When I give you the password, it will activate and open up this page. The first thing that you'll see is you can subscribe to our Facebook alerts. I highly suggest you do that. We don't spam you. We just remind you when we're starting up the Success Connection or when we're giving away free stuff. The second thing is there's a link to get ClickFunnels. Obviously, all of you have realized by now that in order to do what I'm doing, you need to have ClickFunnels. In order for the Funnel Hacks Bootcamp to really be of a ton of value to you, you really should have some way to build a funnel. I use ClickFunnels. You can use whatever you want. However, I suggest that you use ClickFunnels. Most people have ClickFunnels already because most of you have been on here before. How many of you don't have ClickFunnels? Type number 2 in. You do not have ClickFunnels. Okay? So all of you typing in the number 2, I highly advise you to get ClickFunnels tonight. Okay? Now, in complete transparency, if you click this activate button here for ClickFunnels, it is an affiliate link that will give you a $1 trial. So you'll be able to pay $1 and get ClickFunnels so that you can start building funnels. And this is in ClickFunnels. What you're seeing on your screen is ClickFunnels. So for $1, you can get started for 14 days. For 14 days, you'll be able to use my Funnel Hacks Bootcamp training and then the sales funnel that I build you next week and just give to you. And you'll be able to see if it works. If it works and it's great, it's awesome, then you keep it. If it doesn't, then you don't. And you cancel it, and it doesn't, no big deal. But you have to, and I would have ClickFunnels in order to truly implement what I'm teaching. Does that make sense to all of you that don't have ClickFunnels? Okay, so that is where the link is. In addition to the Funnel Hacks Bootcamp, which the logo is right here, there will be all of these other funnels that you can download tonight. Except, of course, our Mastery Funnel Club funnels, which is now disabled because that course will go on sale in a couple weeks. But you'll see all these other funnels here that are completely free. Anywhere where you see the word download, you can download a funnel. These funnels cost you nothing. They're funnels that I have built, and they're funnels that I'm giving you for free. Does everybody understand that? Just say yes. Okay, awesome. And Stuart, that's perfectly fine, what you said, that's fine. Okay, awesome. So you got all these free funnels. When you want your Funnel Hacks Bootcamp course, when you want to activate that for yourself, all you got to do is click this logo, which, by the way, is not clickable right now because I have not put the link to it. When you click that logo, the Funnel Hacks Bootcamp logo, it will take you to that page to create your account. Does that make sense to everybody? Okay. Very good. All right. So to get your Funnel Hacks Bootcamp course, you will need to click this logo, which will then take you to this page, okay, which will let you unlock the course for the next hour. Do not post the link on social media. If I see anybody post a link to this on social media, I will ban you because I told people in order to get this, they had to be live on our webinar. So that doesn't mean that if somebody asks for it in the group and all that, that we can give it to them. The answer is no. That they will have to buy the course. The point is you have to be here live in order to get the free stuff. Does that make sense to everybody? Just say yes if that makes sense to you. Okay. I want to make sure that everybody's good with that. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to activate this link. Then I'm going to give you the password to this page. You'll be able to go here. You'll be able to enter your information. It will create your account. And then you'll be able to access it right here inside of Morrison Education. All I would ask is that if you love this course, okay, and if you enjoy it, I want you to go on to the Success Connection group and tell everybody how much you love it. And on Facebook, tell everybody how much you love it. Because it's important to let people know that we actually follow through. We give away the course we said we were going to give away. If they missed out on it, that's not my fault. I did exactly what I said I was going to do. Would you all agree? Yes or no? All right. I see lots of yeses. Okay, so let me activate this really quickly. All right, so I'm going to activate this link. It's only going to take me just a second here. I'm going to get it active for you. All right. And then I will go into here. 1 second. Save. All right. Huh? Error. There we go. Should work now. All right, hold on 1 second. I must test. I know you can't see what I'm doing on my screen. That's because I paused it. So 1 second. All right, so check it out. When I give you the password, which again, I have not given you the password yet, but when I give you the password, okay, when I give you the password, what will happen is you will go here and you will click on this link. When you click on this link, it will open up this page. I do know that this says 12 p.m. Eastern and it should say 12 a.m. Minor details. Okay, so that's the page that you'll want to go to once you go through here. All right, so now I'm going to give you the password to get to this page. All right, so 1 second. So the password to get to this page today is everybody ready? All right, and yes, you need to click on the logo in order to do it. Okay. Yep, some of you said I didn't even have to put my info in, it just shows up there. Love it. Okay, the password is course, C-O-U-R-S-E. So the password is course tonight, C-O-U-R-S-E. Everybody give it a try right now. If you first of all can get to this page, typing in the password course, just say yes right now in the chat box, all right? It works. Here's the thing. If you do not see the Funnel Hacks Bootcamp logo right there at the top of the screen, if you don't see it, just refresh your page. Typically, you have to do a hard refresh, okay? So you'll have to hit the Shift key and refresh your browser, and that will work, okay? So the password is course, C-O-U-R-S-E, and when you get to this page, you will click on the Funnel Hacks Bootcamp logo, and when you do that, it's going to give you access to this course. All right, so hopefully we do not break the membership area. That would be ideal, to not break the membership area. However, I do feel like there is a slight possibility that that could potentially take place, but I'm going to hope that we don't, because there are a lot of people probably going to the same place at the same time trying to do this. So I'm going to stay here for just a second and make sure we don't shut it down. All right, everybody's in for the course, in for the course. Listen, if you're already in on the course, please go to our Facebook page. You can see the link right down there, go.dsc.com/Facebook. We're live on Facebook right now, and we're live inside of our Success Connection group. Just tell everybody you got the course. I see a lot of people saying, I'm in, I'm in, I'm in. I've unlocked the course, and you've got it, and everything is working for you. This is my gift to you guys. This is going to be a course that we sell, like I said, probably $97. You're getting it completely free. Understand that there's 1,000 people in this webinar. I have no clue how many are watching on Facebook or on YouTube, but there are 1,000 people live on GoTo right this minute. That means that tonight I'm giving away basically $97,000, right? So if I'm giving away $97,000, that's pretty crazy. I see some people saying the website is under heavy queue. That's right. It's probably, it's under a heavy load. Okay. So give it just a second. I see that some of you are saying we're under a heavy load. Just calm down. Maybe we're crashing our members area, so that's no good. So give it just a second. I can see. Hold on. Let me tell my developers that we're kind of under heavy load. Let's see. So give it just a second. All right, we'll have to give it just a second. If it says it's under heavy load, don't keep refreshing it, okay? Let's see. Yeah, don't keep refreshing it if it says that. It's just taking a while. That's just because there's so many people that are accessing it. Okay, let's see. So guys, it's not asking you. It's not asking you to do the trial. Let me just show you what it is. Basically, we have built a funnel here, okay, and this basically says your course is unlocked. You've got to always be able to read. It says make sure you log in at morrisoneducation.com. Here's Morrison Education, and then it says if you don't have ClickFunnels, you can get your free trial right here. So clearly, you would log in at Morrison Education to get your course. It will show up right here. But if you don't already have the course, okay, if you don't already have ClickFunnels, you can get ClickFunnels right here. Remember, these are not funnels. This is an entire course that you get access to. So when you click this, it's just going to take you into your ClickFunnels account. If in fact you already have one, it will just take you right into there. So let's see. Pull this up here. Let's see. I see lots and lots and lots of people. Yes, this shows up. I don't know how many times I have to repeat myself. This shows up if you don't have ClickFunnels. This doesn't have anything to do with ClickFunnels, right? We need you to have access to ClickFunnels in order to actually be able to use the stuff that we teach, right? I think we've made that pretty clear. I think that's fairly clear to everybody. Let me try to text one of my developers here, since I know that our website's under heavy load. That's what happens when we put tons and tons and tons of people into the place, or into one place. Let's see, portal. All right. I'm just looking, I'm telling our devs, because I didn't really expect that many people to do that. Let's say. Yeah, so again, if the course doesn't show up in your courses, it might just be that we're under a heavy load here. So let me see if I can't get our yeah, there's definitely not a delay. It's just that our members area is just kind of under extreme load right now because so many people are clicking and going to it. So what's happening is it's taking a little time for it to actually do all the things that it's supposed to do. So if you just give it a minute and don't actually go clicking on anything at this particular moment, I'll see if I can't get one of my other developers. I've got quite a few of them that can help us with this. Let's see. Let's see. This normally happens when we do the free ClickFunnels stuff. How many of you remember when we do the free ClickFunnels funnels, it always crashes, right? It always crashes, right? And so it's just kind of, I love it. Yes, it just means that I'm not joking when I say there's 1,000 people in our webinars. I know a lot of times people think we're just joking, but we're not. We're being very serious. So let me see if I can't get one of them to help us real fast. we'll see if I actually didn't tell our developers I was doing this because, as you know, I was not in the best of spirits this week, and so let's see. I'm just looking through all of these to make sure we got it. So can anybody tell me, did any of you get in and actually see the course where you can access it? Just say yes if that's you. Okay. Okay, so lots of people saying yes, some people saying not yet, lots of people saying yes. Okay, so it's just the heavy load. It says the 2 people are actually accessing this website. I love how it says that we're working on the problem, but we're really not. All right, so let me see if I can't get one of my others that normally is always available for me when I have problems. I have multiple, right? So let's see. If the course isn't listed in your courses, it's probably just because everything is kind of delayed. Hey, I'm live on my webinar. Everybody, this is Letitia, and I gave away a course tonight, and I was in the hospital with my dad all day, and I forgot to tell Felix. And so the server says the website is under heavy load and the queue is full, and so nobody can get their free course. Can you help? Yeah, Morrison Education. It's like they're trying to create their free. Well, I mean, I just gave them a web form, and yes, this is live. I'm talking to Letitia on the phone, and so I had 1,000 people on here, and they're all trying to create their course, and we've now crashed the server, and so I don't even know if it's like giving them access to it because some people have access, some people don't. I don't know if it's like when it says the queue is full, does that mean it's going to process everything? It's just delayed. That's the server. Yeah, like you can't even load like the members area now at all. Now some people say it's working now, but if you don't see the course, guys, in your members area, let's see. Then I tried and it says it's under heavy load. So everybody's. Okay, I'm allowing you to take a look. Hey, look, tonight my main computer battery, well, it's plugged into a surge protector, which the battery crashed, and some reasons the whole computer cut off during my webinar. My dad is non-responsive in the hospital, and now I'm giving away, and now I'm giving away this. Now, Felix says he's on. He says, okay, 1 second. So I don't know if you want to talk to Felix too. I don't know if he knows what in the world, is going. Yeah, so let's see, Tisha is on it as well. So all these things happen, but luckily nobody has jumped off of my webinar, and everybody realizes that I normally would be sweating bullets, very upset and very unhappy, but perspective is everything. So I'm sure we will get it fixed, and everybody will get their free course, and life will be okay. Okay. Well, I put a lot of people. He says passenger. He said passenger max request queue size. He's trying to message you on Slack. So here, I'll push this over. 1 second, everyone. If you haven't gotten your course, Just a second. It's because you have snooze on Slack. You'll have to tell it. Don't worry about Tisha sleeping. Okay. If you have the course, can you leave now, Andy? Well, Andy, I'm not holding you hostage. Yes, if you've been able to get access to the course, then yeah, absolutely. And yeah, if you've signed in and you see it and it shows up, then absolutely you can you can certainly do that. He said he's never had to fix this, but digging configuration files probably can. Same for Tisha. I don't know what that means. It just basically means that my poor little server couldn't take all these people getting a free course at one time, unfortunately. Yes, it says my people are working on the issues. I know. Thing is it lies. It says they were working on the issues before they even knew there was an issue. So I would not advise ever believing 100% of that. Let's see. So yes, while she's working on this, of course. So a couple of quick things. Once we get this back online to where it's feasible again for you to go in here, it will allow you to access the course. If for any reason it's not showing up in your available or in your courses, like the course that you have access to, then you can go back to the page, fill the form out again, and it'll re-add it to you. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense, everybody? So just hang tight for a second. Please don't keep going there because they're going to fix it. So let's don't keep pounding it. And once she tells me it's fixed, then what we'll do is you can log in and look. And if you see the course showing up in your courses, then you're good to go. You can access the course. Everything is good. On the flip side, if you don't see it showing up in your courses, you can go back through this process again, meaning go to this link, click the boot camp logo, put in your information, and it will add it to your account. So we just have to wait for Server Wizard to fix what I broke. But at least we now know what ClickFunnels has to go through every single week when I give away free funnels. We crash the ClickFunnels site. So we're all susceptible to too much traffic, and I am guilty of not telling them that that I was even doing this. So that's really probably my fault. What are your thoughts, Tisha? Did I blow it up to the point where it's like, in another world? Or is there hope? Willie says, I have a problem logging into the site. Willie, I think we all have a problem logging into the site at this current particular moment in time. Yeah, so don't keep trying to go there right now. If everybody could just not try to go there right now, then it's unbelievable. I know there's a lot of you on here, but everybody's got to be listening. I keep seeing it says it's not available. It's not available. Yes, we know that. We have always seen this. Howard, you have big problems and you don't see any of this. Howard, what are your big problems, Howard? I am really excited to hear about what your big problems are. And for those of you that keep talking about all of these, I don't know, errors because you can't log in, I just cannot respond to 1,000 people with the same exact error that we've been talking about for 15 minutes. Huh. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, I can get to it now. Let's see. I'll ask every. Okay, so let me see if it'll work if I let people try it right now. Okay, so just hang tight because you may have to bring it back up again because all the load will come off of it once everybody gets their course. Because I'm assuming for you to do that, it's kind of got to go offline for a while, right? Okay. Okay. All right. So let me tell everybody. So guys, here's what I want you to do. If you log in, let me just show you real fast. Hold on, Tisha. Let me show them this. All right. If you log in and you see the Funnel Hacks Bootcamp right here listed under your courses. Okay. So if you see the Funnel Hacks Bootcamp listed under your courses and you can see the training modules, okay, then you're good. All right. If you see it listed over here under available courses, then that means that when you submitted your form, it probably didn't go through. So what you need to do is simply go back here to this page that I gave you, right? Wherever it is. I don't know where it went. You would want to go back here, go to this little link right here, and fill the form out again. Again, make sure you use the right email address. Use the email address that you're using to log in to the portal with. So that can be problem number one, is if you're not using the correct email address, okay? So that will work 100% of the time, I promise you. And I'm looking, and it looks like the Morrison Education, I don't know, I bet it's going down again. Nope, I still see it live. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because see, now it's down again. Okay, so you need 20 minutes? Okay. Will it? Okay. And can you get it to where it goes back up real fast, like with whatever you did? And then we can add a ramp. Okay, so let's bring it back up real fast. It's kind of going slow. So it was spinning for me and then it loaded. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this course open for everybody for 30 minutes. It's something I was giving away free, and then we're selling it tomorrow. So I don't really want to leave it open beyond tonight. So you can switch out this in about 30 minutes, you say? All right, so I'm just going to tell them to keep trying for the next 30 minutes, and then it should work. And it should be just fine. Okay, so I'm going to tell them that. Will you text me when it's done? Okay, perfect. All right, thanks. All right, bye. All right, so that's what happens when you're on live webinars. So what is happening, it's all good. It definitely works. So what's happening is it's not showing up because the website is under so much load. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave this up. Okay, we're going to leave this up for 30 minutes. All right, she said in 30 minutes she can have it fixed, so it should be no problem. It's just a matter of, there's too many of you. If I could say half of you do it right now and half of you do it later, then okay, that would be great, but I can't because there's 1,000 people in here and I can't segment you, right? So there's really no way for me to tell you who to do what and when. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the webinar on here live for the next 30 minutes. And if you want to hang out, stay on here. You can go do some of your homework, go see some of your training, whatever the case may be. I'm going to leave this on live. I'm going to cut my camera off, leave it on live, and then when she's finished fixing it, I'm going to pop back on here and let you know. It should be that this will work if you just continue to keep trying. That's kind of how it normally works. But at the end of the day, we could try that. Let me see if we can get it back up, and I can try this. All right, hold on. Problem with segmenting by name is lots of people will not listen to us when we say don't do anything. Let's see. If I tell you guys to segment, if I tell you not to do it, would everybody on here stop trying if I said stop trying? Yes? Okay, stop trying for a minute. Let me see if I can bring it back up. Let's see if you can bring it back up. I'm going to ask them to do it by class. All right, 1 second. If everybody will stop, so nobody else puts anything in, don't try anymore. Daniel says trying forever, just stop. Everybody stop. It'll stop being under such heavy load if everybody stops doing it. Okay, so currently I'm able to get to it. Don't you go to it. Don't you do it. Stop. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try to see if we can always follow instructions. I don't know that that's gonna work, but this could save us all 30 minutes. I know that the site is working right now because I can see it. All right, if your first name starts with an A, okay? If your first name starts with an A, I'm gonna literally go down this as quickly as I can, so pay close attention. If your first name starts with an A, I want you to go to the link, okay? The Funnel Hacks Bootcamp link, fill out the form and submit it to create your account, and or just log into your account and make sure that it shows up, okay? Only if your name starts with an A, all right? Only if your name starts with an A. If your name starts with an A and it works for you, just type yes in the chat box, okay? If your name starts with an A and it's working for you and you're able to make it work and life is good and you see the course, just type yes. I see Andy saying yes, all right? I see a couple of other people saying yes. And everybody says I'm so patient. I know. Let's see. It should work just fine, right? All right, I see lots and lots of people. Somebody said I'll be out until next week doing it one letter at a time. I know, but I'm just waiting to see if everybody with the letter A can make it work. All right? It's because there's so many people that continue to click. But right now it's working for me. So and my name starts with an A, so it's okay for me to do it. Right? I'm not asking if it's there for you. I'm asking if you can get to the form to fill it out. You know, listen. A lot of it is about following instructions. It's impossible. Okay, she said it's back now, and she's just going to keep rebooting it. So everybody with the letter A, B, C, D, E, F, and G, just go create your account and get your free course right now. Okay, so everybody A through G, just go try to get your free course, all right? This all my devs are on it now. Look at this. They're all oh God. Hold on 1 second. Crazy. Let's see. Let's see. All right, so how do we have more people on than earlier? All right. Okay, Jim said it's good. He's good to go. So lots and lots of people saying you're good to go. All right, very good. And then it just goes down because nobody pays attention and everybody goes when they're not supposed to. I have people with the letter M saying it's not working right now. How is that even possible? All right, 1 second. You can see that I have many patients tonight, right? Many patients. Let's see. Yeah, so we're working on it. They're actually just redoing some stuff here just to allow for this much traffic at one time. It's because it's trying to do a lot of things. It's trying to create your access, check your profile, all that stuff all at one time. So it's just the way that it is. Yeah, the form is going to work, but everything else, not so much, right? So that's just kind of how it happens. All right, 1 second. This is the how exciting it is when you have many developers. They're all working together at 11 o'clock at night without knowing that they were going to have to work together at 11 o'clock at night to give away $97,000 worth of free stuff. All right. All right, so I see some of you have already said that. I don't know why I would want you to take a photo. Anyway, while we wait for them, they said it's going to take 5 to 15 minutes. That was probably a few minutes ago because they're literally having to resize my server, all because all of you are going on at one time. So if you have any questions that you want me to answer, we're all here. I might as well answer some questions while we wait for them to fix it. Let's see. Probably I should have told them. Oh gosh, I see lots and lots and lots of people. Let's see. Well, I made us go on at the same time. I know, that's probably my fault. Carol says this was a long webinar. Yes, it was actually intended. I told my mom, I said, Mom, I'll be done in 1 hour because she's gonna come over. We're gonna talk about my dad and so anyway, and then it's been 2 hours. So yeah, let's see. How long will I leave this open? Richard, I'm just going to close it down tonight. That's why I'm staying on here. Like, sometimes it just sucks. Trust me, I'm hungry, and I would love to be eating dinner and probably talking to my mom about my dad right now. I'm not doing this, but this is par for the course, right? You've all heard that story, or that saying, when it rains, it pours. So let's see. And Ed said it in a different way. That's right, Ed. Let's see. How is soloads.com coming? Gary, that's a good question. Soloads.com is almost finished. Letitia was just talking to me about it today, and it did really. We're almost finished with it. So that should be available, I would say, in the next 2 to 3 weeks. Soloads.com will be up, running, and ready to rock and roll. So yeah, that should be there very soon. Let's see. I appreciate the prayers and the support there for our family. Part of it, right? And like I said, it's always smart to plan, right? And I told you guys, when you know your goal, right? And this is practice what you preach. When you know your goal, like I knew what my goal was tonight, which was to give this away. I knew when I got on here, I started thinking about it, and I was like, man, I bet you I'm going to crash the server because I have 1,000 people on here, and I'm giving this stuff away. But I didn't build my funnel properly. I did not go backwards and say, oh, well, I need to make sure that my devs know this and that we upgrade our server to handle all, because we never have that many people at one time trying to buy something, right? And that's the reason why this thing kind of blew up. But again, this kind of goes back to my point of always knowing what your goal is and then working backwards to make sure you can reach it. And I knew what my goal was. I just didn't work backwards to reach it. And, you know, part of that is just because had a bad week, you know. It happens. And, you know, that's why I will tell you this, and you know, you can always give some insight into life. But, you know, I would say if this had happened last week, I would be sweating, freaking out. I would be mad. I would all these things. And today, it's not that big a deal to me. Like, yeah, it sucks. I wish it didn't happen. But I'll sit here and I don't have to eat, and I can wait. You know, there are things in life that are more important, right? Than, oh gosh, there's an error that's going to be fixed, right? I think sometimes it's important for us to realize that. Sometimes it's important for us to think about that, because I think we let little problems rule our lives. And I know that I'm very guilty and have been very guilty of that in the past, is letting small problems rule my life. There will be this one little thing that's not right, and I just obsess over it, and I'm angry about it, and I'm upset about it, and I'm mad about it. It bothers me, it consumes me, because I'm a fixer, right? You know, there's different personality types. I'm the one that likes to fix problems. I fix problems. I fix them for my family. I fix them for myself. I fix them for my students. I'm a problem solver. And so when I have a problem, I like to solve it. And I let those little things sometimes drive me insane. And what I've found recently is that at the end of the day, I can't control everything around me, right? But what I can control is what I think. And so I think it's, you know, when you can kind of push yourself in the right direction and not let little problems consume you, right? So like some of you have problems. So look at this. This is what happens when you do awesome stuff for people, right? So I know some of you are just angry because you had to sit on this webinar for an extra 30, 40 minutes. But look at this. So she said, the CPU is hitting 120%. What are you doing on this webinar? Giving away cars. And I said, not cars, not quite. Free courses. It's even better than cars. Let's see. It's even better than cars. Because cars, people have a car. Cars aren't going to make any money. But at the end of the day, like I was saying, you know, if you let little things just drive you insane, it'll keep you from reaching the goals that you have. It'll keep you from getting, you know, where you want to get to. And I am definitely guilty of doing that in my own life. And I think that we all are. And so I think it's important for everybody to kind of put into perspective. If you're trying to build a sales funnel and you have a problem, you know, you say that you are, you know, you're sitting there and you make a mistake and you can't figure out how to get over this hump, and then you get all consumed by it. It drives you crazy and you're not able to do anything else productive. You've robbed yourself of the success that you could have had. Does that make sense to everybody? Does that make sense? Right? If you're focused so much on the little problems, then you're not focused on solving, fixing, and of course creating success. And you know, that's just part of learning, right? And part of growing. And I know that it's definitely been part of my learning and growth and inability to kind of get away from some of those things. But hopefully you can, you know, and any time that you feel like things really suck, just always remember there's somebody else probably in a worse position. Let's see. I'm telling you, I'm still waiting, and so are. All right. If you have questions, sorry, I kind of rocked around. I know that it says service is not available. I can't address that because we already all know that. So if you have any specific questions, just ask them in the chat box. I'm happy to answer your questions while we wait for them to fix this up. What happens if it doesn't show up in the next 20 minutes? Robin, it will show up. They're fixing it. Let's see. Do I see your questions? Wyman, I do. In the form, it says your course is unlocked. Does that mean I have the course, even though I currently can't get into Morrison Education? Richard said that. Probably not. You'll have to log in to see. Joseph keeps copying and pasting that there's an error on the site. That just kind of goes without saying. Lynn wants to know what I had for dinner tonight. I actually have a roast that we cooked. Somebody cooked for us, and it's just sitting there. Let's see. Your link rotator, does it work on social media platforms like Facebook? Yes, Build Redirects works on any platform. Let's see. Will there be new ad swipes available for marketing? Ron, I would need to know what type of marketing. Donna says I can't log in. That pretty much goes without saying. I'm not really sure where some of you are when we're talking. Well, Ambassadors be able to put the place on our ClickFunnels info for you to promote for us. I absolutely don't know what that means. Let's see. We are having jackfruit barbecue on a sweet potato. Tom, that is awesome. Tom, I'm pretty sure that you posted that you did well with our ambassador program maybe today in the Facebook group. I can't really remember. Somebody says, Jose says mine just worked. Chris just said mine worked and the autoresponder has already started. I'm not really sure what that means. That's probably ambassador program stuff. Let's see. Oh, looks like people are trying to sign in. I don't really want to ask all of you to go and try to sign in. Let's see. Yeah, there's still like bad gateways and stuff like that, so I probably would not suggest trying to log into it right now. Yeah, so try not to log in until the lady says it's okay. That's what a few people said. Don't log in until the lady says it's okay. I've learned to answer her and only do as she says. Trust me. My wife says the only other woman that I listen to 100%, besides her and my mom, is Letitia, because she can always fix stuff. And when she says do this, I say yes, ma'am. Let's see. I just think it's funny that they can see all of these people freaking out over this. They don't get, you know, what's funny is that your programmers don't, they're like, man, how do you even get this much traffic and all this stuff? And he says, next time, warn us, and you won't be blowing stuff up. So this is, let's see if can I send a voice message? No, I can't. So they're fixing. He says it's almost fixed. Joanne says, I got logged in and submitted the form. I'm in. Let's see. And then there's obviously temporary. I don't know what any of that means. They say things and I don't know what any of it means. I'm not a programmer. All right, 1 second. My mom, come here. Let's see, can I tell them all to go there now? All right. I'm on this webinar. Hold on. We had some stuff blow up on my server while I was giving away a free course. So 1 hour webinar is now 2 hour webinar. You want to say hey? You can just say hey out loud. I know.
Hello. Hey, everybody.
She said she looks terrible, but so she won't get on the camera, but she still said hey. All right, so you can all go try to get your course now. She said I could send everybody there right now. So give it a shot. Let's try it. If you so give it a shot, and it should work. Give me some confirmations. First of all, log into your account. If you don't see it in the courses that you have access to, if it shows up in available courses, then go back to the link that you see there, the Funnel Hacks Bootcamp link, click on it, and fill out the form, and it'll show up. So either way, it will show up. Just type number 1 if you finally got the course. Okay? All right. I see lots and lots of people. If yours is not showing up, listen to me. Okay? I know you've stayed on here, but listen to me. If you fill out the form again, it will show up. Hard refresh your screen, and it will show up. As long as it's the right email address, it will show up. And mind you, I have a list of everybody that's here, okay? So don't freak out. If you, for whatever reason, end up not being able to get it to work, I will take care of you, okay? What is a hard refresh? Hold the shift key and then hit this button up here, like the refresh button up there. You can probably see my mouse. Watch my mouse. It's in the middle of the screen up here, and you hold the shift key and you refresh. So if you're on Morrison Education right now and you don't see this, they said that the server is not impressed with how much traffic we're sending, is what they said. Look, he said the server is not impressed. He thinks that we should do more. So again, if you don't have this showing up in your courses right here, if it's showing up in available courses, first thing you need to do is go here, look at your profile, make sure that you use whatever email address you have here, okay? Come back and put it into this page. So you just click this button right here, and it will open up this page. Oops, that's not what I want to do. Actually, interesting. And it will open up this page, and you just fill this form out, and then it will show up. Remember, it has to be the correct email address, okay? Yeah, Morrison Education is definitely working now, so it will show up. All right, so here's what we're going to do. Some people saying, I'm doing it, I'm doing it, I'm doing it. Okay, so you got to make sure that you have the address. Some people say it's not. For those of you that say it's still not working, what do you mean not working? Like, can you tell me what that means? Because the website's loading fine. So what is your definition of not working? Some of you are rude. Kind of crazy. All right. It's in available courses. Just 1 second. All right. Let me just find out if I can do something real fast. This will solve all of our problems if I can just do something that. How many of you actually have access to the course? Type number 1 in. Okay. Hey, can you hear me? Hey, if I send you an export of everybody that's on this webinar, will you add this course to their account? Because I have no clue what's going on, but they're filling out the form and then they're saying it's not showing up in there. Well, it's just not giving them access. And I've been on here for like 3 hours. So I'm just going to export it and send it over to you. And then you can just make it to where all of them have access. Will that work? Okay. I'm going to send it over to you in like 10 minutes. All right. Thanks. Bye. 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 All right. So good news. If you fill that form out right there, okay, that form, you have to fill it out. If you fill it out, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have our programmers add access to this course for you. So they're going to take care of it for you tonight. When you wake up in the morning, you'll see it in your account, and I'm going to shut down this page in the next 10 minutes, okay? So all you got to do is fill that out, and when you fill it out, it will put your email address into a specific list for us, and it will automatically add this course to your available courses. So just don't even worry about it if it doesn't show up for you. I will take care of it for you because I can't just keep on and on and on. So I'm gonna wrap things up. I'm gonna cut my webcam off. I'll leave this up. Let me put the page up that you will probably want to go to. So if you go here and you fill this out, once you fill out that form, put in your email address that you use with Morrison Education, or you will not get access. And if you've already filled that form out, you don't have to fill it out again. All you got to do is fill it out one time. So if you filled it out, we'll take care of it, and we'll add everything over for you tonight when we get off of the webinar. When you log in the morning, the course will be available. Does everybody understand that? Just say yes. Okay. I see some of you saying it showed up finally. It's probably just delayed, but that's okay. We'll do a big push, and we'll push it to every single person that's on this webinar. There are all of you still on here, so I will make sure every one of you get it. So all you got to do is just try it one time. Email address in that box. Once you get it, I'll take care of it for you, and we'll make sure that it's working. So if you don't have ClickFunnels, grab your ClickFunnels account so that you can be ready for next week, and then I'll see you guys next week right here on the Success Connection, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right? Sorry for the problems. Like I said, part of life. Make sure you fill this form out. You'll get the course for free, and we will see you guys next week right here on the Success Connection. All right, take care, everybody.